Hi friends, I'm here cooking dinner and I just got off work, so I'm here to have a little chat. I wanted to talk a little bit about body positivity and the way that body positivity does not promote obesity. The word seems to stir up a lot of controversy in the media and in people's personal opinions. It seems to make a lot of people angry. And a lot of people seem to misunderstand the concept. The tendency is to think that body positivity is only for a certain kind of person, like a fit person or a skinny person, or most commonly for fat people. And it excludes everyone else. But the most common thought process I've seen is that it promotes obesity. If anything, body positivity is neutral towards all body types and is a lukewarm version of fat positivity. In general, though, the concept of body positivity fosters a healthy mindset that leads to healthy habits and improved mental health. So why do people think that body positivity promotes obesity? There's probably a few reasons on which we can speculate. The most common is likely when a fat person feels like they like themselves, they won't feel any need to lose weight. This might not be a conscious thought, but it seems to be the most common mindset. But before going deeper into that, let's define body positivity. Body positivity is essentially defined as accepting the body you have as well as accepting the changes it might go through over time, such as aging, weight loss or gain, pregnancy, etc. In addition, it's knowing that you don't have to feel good about your body, but rather you're allowed to exist how you are in the moment, ignoring those external factors that tell you should feel differently. I like what influencer Ariel Woodson had to say about it. She said, body positivity should be about self-determination and the elimination of societal forces that impede it. Body positivity isn't hashtag all bodies matter, but it's about removing the structural inequalities that make some bodies worth more than others. I don't think most people find those definitions controversial, or maybe they do. In reality, it's all tied to the body that is saying it. A traditionally thin person who preaches body positivity is often praised, and their word is taken seriously. However, if a fat person is seen in the spotlight, even if they're exercising or just existing, people get so angry about it and hurl insults and death threats, or just plain mean. Which brings me to my point. Telling fat people that they are fat in the name of health is not helpful, nor is preventing a body positive movement. Studies show that if a person is more comfortable with their body, they will take better care of it. Unfortunately, due to the mindset that fat people are inherently unhealthy, they experience an unfair stigma that can negatively affect their self-esteem and health. So, if a fat person hates themselves due to stigma, that's only going to lead to further decline in their health, and they may turn to coping mechanisms to spur that decline. However, as we saw in the definition, body positivity is not just for fat people. It's not promoting any particular type of body. The movement is for everyone. I've been talking about fat people in particular so much because that's where the controversy lies. People would much rather pretend to care about health than the well-being of someone as a whole. For example, these comments were found on a video of Megan, known as Body Posi Panda, a woman who recovered from anorexia and a current influencer for body positivity.
I agree people shouldn't be harassed on the street for being fat, but that's really as far as it goes. No fat person is body positive. It's just some marketing feel-good nonsense. Being fat is unattractive and unhealthy. You can't trick yourself into thinking otherwise.
Body positive power? Are you kidding? She's a heart attack waiting to happen. If she got flesh-eating disease, they'd probably give her only 5 years to live. How can anyone in any news outlet in good conscience glorify being so unhealthily obese? Why is this story published in mainstream media, all tarted up as a good news story? It's appalling.
Despite the fact that she got down to only 65 pounds when ill, the only thing people could focus on were the fact that they perceived her as being overweight. And the thing is, they don't know her health status. It's literally none of their business. She should be allowed to exist and be proud of her recovery. Body positivity allows her to exist, however her body ends up looking after recovery. There's a lot more to health than someone's appearance or perceived weight. Whether or not you think someone is healthy is totally subjective. And unless you are that person's doctor, you cannot tell someone's health just by looking at them. Many people gain weight from taking meds, others from health conditions. One might say, well, they're the exception, but the fact is that they don't know. And so until you know or you're that person's provider, it's no one's business but their own. There are 5 aspects to health: physical, emotional, social, spiritual, and intellectual. Physical health is only 1/5 of overall health, and weight is an even smaller point of that. I would argue that emotional, social, spiritual, and intellectual health are all far more important than physical health. Because they all play a part in someone's well-being, if a person is well in the other 4 aspects, they will be physically well as well, whether or not you personally think they appear to be so. That being said, I'm going to kind of cancel out my whole previous argument and argue that health doesn't matter at all when it comes to someone being allowed to exist with dignity and respect, regardless of their appearance. Body positivity is accepting oneself internally, but if a person is receiving external messages that they are not allowed to exist, that will affect them negatively and kind of cancel out the whole hypocritical health argument that people like to spout all the time. That leads me to talking about wellness. Health and wellness are often put into the same category, but wellness is on a much larger scale. Wellness is defined as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmary. Because of body image and diet culture are so pervasive in our society, for many people to reach a state of mental and social well-being, they might wish to pursue the idea of body positivity. I did mention this earlier, but studies show that when someone has a better image of themselves, they are more likely to take care of themselves in all aspects, which can lead to better health and wellness outcomes. For example, if a person is able to find athletic clothing in their size, they are more likely to work out. Having clothes in that size is not promoting obesity, as I've seen argued for ads for plus-size workout gear. For me personally, growing and learning about fat positivity and body positivity has brought me so many benefits. When I was first getting started, I bought a swimsuit that I actually liked for the first time in my size since I wasn't as afraid. I joined a roller derby team when I would have previously avoided doing so because I would have thought I wasn't athletic enough. It has allowed me to work out in ways that I enjoy without it being tainted by worrying about how many calories I burned. Instead of thinking about calories in food, restricting, and then binging, I eat what makes me feel physically the best. Finally, I just want to say that if body positivity promoted obesity, we would see people rushing out and gaining as much weight as possible. Influencers would be talking about weight gain shakes and teas, but that simply doesn't happen. Regardless of one's opinion on body size, fat people have always and will always exist, and bullying someone in the name of health is pointless. People will still have issues with body image, regardless of size. Body image is for all genders and for all sizes. Body positivity simply says that you are allowed to exist and live with dignity and respect. Thanks for watching. If this was thought-provoking for you, let me know in the comments, and if you disagree, let me know why as well. If you want to hear more from me, then subscribe to my channel, and I'll be talking further about this issue and the other issues on my channel, like social justice, feminism, veganism, LGBT issues, and more about body positivity. So thanks again. Bye guys.